This week's tech news is straight up wild. We've got Gemini dropping a Solana credit card that literally invests your rewards for you. AI bots going head-to-head in a live crypto trading war, and Adobe basically turning your brand into its own personal AI studio. Google's new AI can detect cancer genes, Honor's building a freaking robot phone, and Bytedance just dropped an editing tool that makes Dream look like MS Paint. So yeah, grab your snacks, plug in those AirPods, because today's updates are pure next-gen madness. Okay, so first up, Gemini just dropped something really interesting, a Solana-themed credit card, and it's not your usual crypto card. Normally, crypto cards just give you points or some cash back in crypto, but this one gives you up to 4% back in SOL tokens every time you spend, and here's the crazy part, these rewards automatically start earning interest right away at 6.77% APY. That means every time you swipe your card, you're not just earning, you're also investing at the same time, without needing to open extra apps or do any manual staking. It's all handled inside Gemini, which is pretty cool because it makes crypto feel way easier and more rewarding for everyday use. They already have Bitcoin and XRP versions of their cards, but this Solana one is definitely grabbing attention, especially for people who love seeing their crypto grow automatically while they go about their day. Next, we've got something insane happening in AI plus crypto trading. There's a new competition called Alpha Arena, where 6 AI models, including DeepSeek, Grok, Claude Sonnet 4.5, GPT-5, Gemini, and Qwen, started with $10,000 each to trade real crypto on the hyperliquid DEX. The goal was to see which AI could make the smartest trades. And right now, DeepSeek is absolutely dominating. It's been taking smart long positions on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, and at one point it made $800 profit just from a single XRP trade using heavy leverage. Grok is in second place with solid returns. Claude Sonnet 4.5 is in third, but surprisingly, GPT-5 and Gemini are lagging behind. Even CZ, the former Binance CEO, joined the discussion, wondering if all these AIs using similar strategies could actually move the market or even hurt performance collectively. And the coolest part? Every single trade, wallet, and profit is public and fully transparent, so anyone can verify what's happening. It's the first ever real on-chain AI trading battle, and seeing it live is honestly fascinating. Moving on to AI news, Anthropic just released Claude Haiku 4.5, which is a small but very smart AI model, and you can actually try it for free on upop.ai. What's interesting about it is that it's designed to be fast, efficient, and really good at reasoning, which makes it perfect for tasks like chatbots, text summaries, tagging content, or fixing code. Compared to older versions, this one follows instructions more accurately, uses tools safely, produces better coding results, responds faster, and costs less in terms of tokens. It's basically an AI you can rely on for everyday tasks, bulk processing, or quick edits without needing a massive model or spending too much. It's also lightweight enough to be used in production workflows. So for anyone building AI-powered applications or just experimenting, Claude Haiku 4.5 is definitely worth checking out. Now, Adobe just launched something huge called AI Foundry, and it's all about letting companies create their own custom AI models trained directly on their brand content, like images, videos, logos, colors, and overall style. Normally, businesses use generic AI tools, but with Foundry, the AI can actually understand and replicate a company's unique brand voice, style, and creative guidelines. This means it can produce images, videos, 3D content, audio, and even marketing copy that feels fully on brand. Adobe powers it using their existing Firefly AI models, but adds something called deep tuning, which retrains the AI with real company data so the output is personalized and highly accurate. Big companies like Home Depot, Disney Imagineering, and NBC Universal are already using it, and instead of paying a flat subscription, they pay based on what they generate, which is pretty smart. Honestly, this feels like Adobe turning AI into a personal brand studio, giving companies a fast, scalable, and consistent way to produce content. Okay, now for some AI hype. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman officially confirmed that GPT-6 is coming, and he says it's going to be a major upgrade over GPT-5. For context, GPT-5 was called the most advanced AI model ever when it launched, but many users felt it was overhyped and only a small step forward. Altman admitted there was some rough edges at launch, like behavior issues and the need to make it friendlier, but he also mentioned that GPT-5 is already helping accelerate scientific discoveries in ways no previous GPT could. Critics, like Gary Marcus, said GPT-5 failed to deliver true human-level reasoning, but Altman's response was that GPT-6 will be a significant leap forward, and GPT-7 will go even further. So basically, we can expect big improvements in AI reasoning, creativity, and problem-solving in the near future, which is super exciting for anyone following AI development. Now, let's talk about something really cool for creators and AI enthusiasts, DIT360. And honestly, it blew my mind. Imagine this. You want to create a 360-degree panoramic image of literally anything, and boom, you just type a prompt and it's done. Like none of the usual AI tools, I'm talking Nano, Banano, Seedream, can do this properly. DIT360 literally generates a full 3D-like scene from scratch. So I went to their page, links in the description, and typed something like Cyberpunk Tokyo street at night with neon lights and rain. And within seconds, I got a full 360-degree panoramic that was insanely realistic. I mean, the reflections on the wet streets, the neon glows, the tiny details on the signs. I just stared at it like, wait, this isn't real. But here's where it gets even cooler. DIT360 isn't just for generating images, it's basically a full-on AI photography lab. You can do in-painting, which is basically like telling the AI, hey, put this object right here. For example, I added a cyberpunk robot walking down the street, and it blended perfectly. Then there's outpainting, which is my personal favorite. If you've got a tiny slice of an image and want the AI to fill out the rest of the world around it, it literally does it seamlessly. It's like magic. You can also tweak the aspect ratio, so whether you want square, ultra-wide, or cinematic panoramic, it's all possible. And here's the cherry on top. DIT360 also provides a demo option where you can literally type a prompt and generate a free 3D image just like I did. Super simple to test without setting up anything fancy. Once your image is ready, you can view it as a normal image, but to really see the magic, you can upload it to a viewer like this 360 panorama web viewer and pan around in full 360-degree mode. Trust me, seeing your AI creation in a 360-degree environment is next-level insane. Honestly, these images look amazing and the whole tool is super fun to play with. I seriously recommend you give it a try. You'll get hooked. Oh, and if you're a little more advanced and have a decent GPU, you can actually run this locally on your PC. No internet needed, totally free, super fast. Perfect for creators who generate tons of content and want full control. Next, let's talk about Unitree's robots because they're taking humanoid movement to the next level. They just rolled out Kung Fu-style athletic upgrades for their H1 humanoid and mini robots, and no, it's not about fighting, it's about balance, agility, and recovery speed. These robots can now perform faster kicks and punches, shift stances smoothly, and recover instantly after a push or slip, which shows how much robotic motion has improved. Essentially, they're moving more like human athletes, with better coordination, hip rotation, and control. This is useful for real-world tasks like climbing stairs, lifting objects, or handling tools. And of course, it makes for some incredible demo videos. If you've ever wanted to see robots moving in ways that look almost human, the new Unitree updates are definitely exciting. All right, moving on. Let's talk about DreamOmni 2 by Bytedance. If you thought AI image editing was cool before, this just leveled everything up. I mean, after Seedream 4, I was like, yeah, this is good. But DreamOmni 2, it's literally better in almost every way. The crazy part is how versatile it is. You can do style transfers, object replacements, outfit swaps, expression editing, and even text recreation. Yeah, it's like Photoshop on steroids, but smarter. So here's what I tried first. I took a poster with a fancy lamp and stylized text. That's my primary image. And then a cute dog as the secondary image. I wanted the dog to replace the lamp but keep the same poster style. And guess what? DreamOmni 2 nailed it. It kept the artistic style perfectly while replacing the object. Then I tried another crazy one. My primary image was an old cowboy man, and I wanted to replace him with a girl from another image. And it didn't just slap her in there, it blended her in perfectly, keeping shadows, light, and perspective intact. Now let's talk clothes swaps, which sounds basic, but is actually tricky for AI. I had a guy in a suit, and I wanted him in a tracksuit. DreamOmni 2 handled it beautifully. Folds, shadows, everything looked natural. Then I went even crazier. Expression edits. I took an adult male's expression and applied it to an anime-style crying kid. And yes, the AI captured the emotion convincingly. My jaw literally dropped. And here's the real kicker. Text recreation. If your primary image has fancy fonts and you want the same style applied to new text, DreamOmni 2 replicates it almost perfectly. This is something almost no other AI tool can do, and honestly, it's a game changer for posters, marketing, and creative edits. So honestly, between DID360 and DreamOmni 2, you've got the ultimate AI creative combo. DID360 makes the world around you in full 360 degrees, and DreamOmni 2 lets you edit it like a pro, swapping objects, adjusting expressions, changing outfits, even matching fonts. On the health tech front, Google Research developed DeepSomatic, which is an AI tool designed to detect cancer-causing genetic mutations. Cancer occurs when genetic controls in our cells go wrong. And to treat it effectively, doctors need to identify the mutations responsible. DeepSomatic uses machine learning to scan DNA sequencing data from tumor cells and accurately identify these somatic variants. It works across all major sequencing platforms and can even detect mutations from tumor-only samples like in blood cancers. In testing, it achieved up to 90% accuracy on hard-to-detect mutation types like insertions and deletions. The model and its training dataset are open source, so researchers around the world can use it to accelerate cancer research, develop smarter treatments, and ultimately help save lives. Finally, Honor teased something wild called the robot phone, which is essentially a smartphone with many robotic abilities. It's not just a device you touch on a screen. It can sense its surroundings with extra sensors and depth cameras, respond to gestures, and even move slightly using small actuators. The idea is that it could act like a tiny personal assistant, help with hands-free filming, track gestures, or interact with you in real time, all without relying on the cloud. Right now, it's in concept/demo stage, but imagine the future where your phone doesn't just talk to you, it moves with you and helps you in the physical world. It's an early adopter tech, perfect for creators and AI enthusiasts, but it hints at the next generation of smart interactive devices. So yeah, that's a full roundup of the latest tech and AI news. Which one blew your mind the most? Drop it in the comments, smash that like if you learned something new, and don't forget to follow for more insane tech updates.